We talked to the new 007 Daniel Craig, the Bond girls, and others about Casino Royale.
Am I going to have a problem with you, Bond?
No, don't worry. You're not my type.
Bond is back. And in movie number 21, Casino Royale, we have a new mission, new Bond girls, and a brand new Bond.
You noticed. The bad guys in this movie are trying to destabilize the world's economy because they want to take over, and they're using money and terrorism to do this.
The man was Le Chiffre, private banker to the world's terrorists.
He's laundering money for terrorist organizations. Doesn't have a political agenda himself. Doesn't really care as long as he makes the money.
Do you believe in God, Mr. Le Chiffre?
No. I believe in a reasonable rate of return.
And it ends up that he has to go and play him at cards because this guy's a compulsive gambler and is using people's money to try and double his own money.
The latest 007 gets to take the character back to Bond basics.
He's only just got his license, and it really goes right back to the beginning of his first mission. But he doesn't become 007, the character that we know and love, until the last frame of the movie.
I knew it was too early to promote you.
Well, I understand 00s have a very short life expectancy. I wanted to sort of get a balance between the action and the story. And I wanted to sort of make sure that we saw a sort of fallibility in the character so that we could sort of understand and try and engage a bit more.
And what better way to explore that fallibility than with the Bond girls?
I'm the money.
Every penny of it.
She's full of secrets, and she's also very, very strong, very tough, very sassy.
I'm Mr. Arlington Beach, professional gambler, and you're Miss Stephanie Broadchester here.
I am not.
You're gonna have to trust me on this.
Oh, no, I don't.
For the first time, the women, they are not complete idiots, I think so, and we don't understand if they're good or the bad, and I think the good and the bad, the angel and the devil, they are mixed completely in this movie. I'm afraid I'm not that cruel.
Well, perhaps you just had to practice.
Although the man in the tux may have changed, you can still count on the fact that the action, women, and awesomeness that is 007 hasn't.
I think Ian Fleming sort of created this guy who's bad, who's charming, who's sophisticated. It's created a legacy.
Long live James Bond.
A movie about small-time crooks is hardly groundbreaking stuff.
Hardly.
But when the director is former Ghostbuster Harold Ramis and the stars are John Cusack and Billy Bob Thornton, the stakes will be a little higher or at least funnier.
Probably.
Yeah.
Kicking off the holiday season is a feel-good movie about the spirit of Christmas, starring none other than John Cusack.
He's a mob lawyer who's about to split town on Christmas Eve, and he's a man at the end of his rope. He's a man at the end of the end.
Okay, maybe feel-good was a bit of a stretch. Cusack plays Charlie Arglist, who's just stolen a couple million from the mob boss, but hasn't figured out quite how to escape. So he just starts drinking.
This mean you're rich, Charlie? Because if you are, we could run away together.
It's a thought.
Leaving Wichita. Damn right, it's a thought.
Do you enjoy playing a bad girl?
Yeah, it was fun. I think, very often bad characters are a little more fun because there's something juicy about, the setups.
You have the money?
What? Which?
The money we're talking about, that you and Vic have been skimming. Try to keep up, okay?
No, Vic had it.
So your idea is that we should run away together and be poor?
I thought I'd give it a shot. No, I thought there's a perfect excuse to,
Let yourself go.
Pretty much, because the guy's drunk and all night.
Now, I know a thing or two about drinking myself, but what's it like to play a role in which your character has wasted the entire time?
Yo, ho, ho, Mo. What are you doing here, man?
But I just made a deal with myself that the only mistake that I could make would be not willing to make a complete idiot out of myself. I think people who have had that much alcohol, their inhibition is completely gone.
But pretending to be drunk wasn't the only challenge on the set.
It was unusually warm for the season, so by the time we were shooting in April, we were having like days of 70 or 80 degrees.
And this is supposed to be Christmas.
And it's supposed to be Christmas and really icy.
If this sounds like a recipe for a John Cusack movie to you, Well, he thought so too.
You know, he would make mixtapes of songs that he thought were meaningful, that could, you know, not even for the movie, just songs that had the right mood or tone or lyrics that were, you know, he gets really involved in the ones that he thinks of as John Cusack movies. I know he just thinks of his career that way. I mean, he's like embarrassed that he's in Con Air. My kids thought it's like the best movie they've ever seen.
Yeah, it's actually fun to play characters who are making mistakes. I don't know why. You'd think it wouldn't be, but it is.
You seem to play a lot of those kinds of guys.
Yeah.
Is that intentional?
I don't know. I just seem to be attracted to natural disasters.
It's Christmas. Everybody's nice on Christmas.
Only morons are nice at Christmas.
What's that, Roy? Dave! Damn, I took his gun. Guess he must have another one.
Must have.
Itching for something a little different than a sequel this summer?
What is that?
Hey, you see it? It's a bug.
Then Ashley Judd's new flick, Bug, directed by horror meister William Friedkin, could be your eerie alternative.
There's no bugs on your skin.
You have to dig it out.
I'll dig it out and show you.
Bug is about a lonely, wounded woman named Agnes, who I play, who lives in a pretty crappy, shabby, sad motel by herself, who meets a guy through her one and only friend in the world. You want me to stay here tonight?
That'd be nice.
But in a movie like this, you know things won't stay nice and neat for long, especially when ex-hubby Harry Connick Jr. drops in.
I don't think you want to stay here.
Oh, yeah, why is that?
The place is crawling with these things.
Oh, right, with your little bugs. It's about these people who are in very close quarters, who come to the belief that they are infested by these bugs, which nobody is really able to see but them.
Peter, are they bad?
Why are you doing this?
Most of the film is in this one very claustrophobic set. And that's also a challenge that I love. And you have to find different ways of shooting it, maintain the tension, maintain the distances and the closeness of people, but not have the same setups or shots.
But despite the close quarters, the cast and crew believe the film will scratch the audience's itch for entertainment.
It should be kind of a wild ride. It's unexpected. You have to pay attention. You can't just lay back and expect the movie to just come at you.
I think we're pretty safe here.
No. Not really. You're never really safe. They want you to know they're there.